This is the second video explaining colors of rainbow, and today I will start explaining from the conversation between the Papaji and her daughter Munni. Papaji and Munni. Page number 92. Papaji, see the swing of Gutta-Gudi. Munni was saying, clinging to me. So Munni said to Papa, see the look at the skies. So she was pointing at the rainbow and said, she said it is the swing of Gutta-Gudi. Swing is, that kids play on. It goes back and forth and it's attached to two ropes. Swing of Gutta-Gudi. Gutta-Gudi are the child fictitious characters for children. Munni was saying clinging to me, and she was stuck. She was sticking close to her father and said, like the kids come and they stick close and they say something or they want us to get up for them, like they grab our arm or anything else. Where is it, daughter? I asked, and father asked where. There up in the sky, multicolored, replied Munni, and Munni pointed towards the sky, at the rainbow, towards the rainbow. There up in the sky. Is that the swing of Gutta-Gudi? I asked. The Papaji questioned it. Is it really the swing of Gutta-Gudi? She shot back with a touch of annoyance. Then whose is it, if not theirs? No. She shot back. She replied back hurriedly. She replied back, a little bit angry, a little bit angry. Then whose is it? She questioned back, Papaji, if not theirs. Who told you? Grandma told us. Papaji said to her, and who told you that it is the swing of Gutta-Gudi? And Munni replied that Grandma told us. I see, then it must be so, I said, looking at the rainbow in the sky. And so to end this conversation, this confrontation between the Munni and Papaji, Papaji agreed to Munni and said, yes, it must be so, if Grandma had told you. Papaji, I too want a swing. Munni said to Papaji that I also want a swing for myself. You can have this one. I tried to put her off. So Papaji tried to divert her from this topic and said, you can have the rainbows and the swing of Gutta-Gudi. This doesn't help. Why should I take something that's not mine? So Gudi replied that, why should I take something that is not mine? Because this swing belongs to Gutta-Gudi. Why would I take it? I began wondering how wise the little one was, and he began wondering how wise she was, because she did not want to take anyone else's belonging. Munni kept talking of different things thereafter, but I could not pay attention to all that. So Munni kept on talking about different things, but he could not pay attention. Papaji could not pay attention. I was lost in my own musings because he was lost in his own thoughts, thinking about himself or anything else. She left me after a while and went out to play with her brother and sisters. And after a while, Munni left to play with her siblings. I was thinking that my grandmother also used to tell me that it was the swing of Gutta-Gudi and occurred when the sun came out immediately after the rain. So this was the Papaji was thinking about this. He was thinking about that his grandmother also used to tell him the same thing, that it is the swing of Gutta-Gudi. As the Munni's grandmother, that is the mother of the Papaji, has told her granddaughter. Seven-colored, splendiferous, and lovely. Seven-colored. Rainbow is seven-colored. Splendiferous, that's very beautiful and something special. And lovely. It's special because it's not seen often. That's why the poet has used the word splendiferous. It does not happen very often. And I thought I could become a Gutta and sway on the street. And I thought he was, thought in the reflection, and he was thinking that if I could become Gouda and swing on this like the child's think, and swing and sway on the swing. And my mother would tell me, and my grandmother would tell me, "You are Gouda, all right then. When you are Gouda and all right, Gouda, all right, and when your goody comes, then you would sway on the swing together. So you are Gouda, all right, you are a Gouda." Grandmother would tell him uh, when he was a child, and she would tell him that when your goody comes, you will swing with her together. Then my goody came. I was married, and I learned that my goody too had similar dreams, that when she would get married, her Gouda and then she got married. That's what he means by his goody, his wife. So his wife becomes her goody, and then she learns from her wife that her wife had the same dreams when she was, at the writer's age. As writer had dreams and dreams and the thoughts, and her wife had the same thoughts of swaying together with his Gouda, as the writer had dreams to swing with his goody. But now we were grown up, and our dreams of swaying together seated on the seven pillars swing had remained a dream only. Now they were grown up, and then the childhood fancies of swinging on this swaying together on the rainbow had seated down. They had faded away. Now we had in front of us the swing of life, very long and God knows of how many hues. And now before they had life, the swing of life, which they had to maintain swinging on. Father had passed away, but mother was still with us. So Poet's father had passed away. He had died. Passed away means died. And his mother was still alive. Two of us with four kids. Two of us with four kids with a small limited salary. And the two of us and the couple, writer and his wife, and his mother and four kids, with little Sam limited salary. And salary was Sam limited salary. Not much salary. The poet was not contented with the salary. He had to, maintain it hardly. The kids were growing up and expenses were increasing, and salary was limited. It was not increasing, and expenses were increasing, but salary was not increasing. And what convolutions I had to undergo to meet the expenses. So he had to maintain it. He had to go through a lot of difficulties. In maintaining his daily household activities, to maintain the expenses of kids, of clothes, eating, whatever household expenses, giving tuition sometimes, and sometimes typing at some shop. And to earn some extra money, he used to work as a tutor sometimes, and sometimes would type at some shop, typing. Some days passed comfortably, but some of time we were hard up. And some days passed comfortably. We had enough money, and we met all of our ends. They met all of our ends some days, but some days they were short of money.